Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Man, she's done that thing again.
Wait, then
She's offending me again.
you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Nope.
Because...
Nope.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
It's real.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
What can I do? No, don't say that. There's stuff left in the clues.
Is it really all over?
Dying message is my only bullets. Great.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Not true.
I think you should hook it up to mean difficulty after, because I didn't think mean was actually...
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message. Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining message.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Because of her left index finger.
I got it!
Bet you they made this entire game
left
because they
index finger
realized that
had blood on it.
1137 looked like Leon upside down.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her
Well,
right
left
wrist
index
during the
finger
fight,
isn't enough to
so
prove
she'd have
it
to
if
use
the
her left hand to write.
Who killed her wanted to frame someone else. It's a
Sure.
weak argument.
I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it.
But
But
we have
what
more.
the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
She was also
You should know
slouching
all
over
about
them
numbers and
to
shit.
hide it.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers,
What?
assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Oh, there is a little bit of a thing between them.
Ah, you're right. The connecting
Yeah.
line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1,
Yup.
but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are
Noel.
getting
What
excited
could that
now.
mean?
Interesting.
But even if that really is an N,
But Noel's an anagram.
1037
Of
doesn't
what?
make any more sense
Leon.
than before.
I just don't know.
Rotate
Yes, you
the
do.
image 180 degrees.
Spin it.
God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
The real killer's name. Turning the message 180 degrees. Select someone. Alright, Leon. Did I just go the long way?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you
Leon's all
turn the
like,
message
"What?"
around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon. What What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence. Also, he was dumb at playing dumb. Alright, where is Trash Duty, Incinerator? It was in fact on. Is there another thing? The burnt shirt piece.
Kyoko's all like, alright, Naegi, I'm teaching you how to do this shit.
The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
They were sloppy.
And the killer
left the
didn't
sleeve
notice.
hanging out.
If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
And his sleeves are there.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The killer wasn't able to get rid of. We need to care about how it was disposed of. Where it was disposed? I mean, really care about the permission thing. So, where, I guess. The trash room.
Shoot!
What do you mean I embarrassed myself? No, we only have certain people with permission. How?
I got it!
How is it not where?
How the shirt was disposed of. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Really?
You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
But there's another way. Apparently. What are my books? Crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
No. I'm embarrassing myself.
Shoot!
No, stop embarrassing yourself.
Man.
The key to the trash. Whoever was on cleaning duty.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator, the
You're
person
half
in
a star
charge of the
left. Holy cow,
trash?
Peter.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy it, which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Out on the ground
The key
nearby.
to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning.
So the only one, the person in charge of
That's
the
right.
trash?
Wait. Person in charge.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
That one.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
The killer had to throw it.
I got it!
Or they could divine with it,
simply
you know,
took aim
whatever
at
they
the
want to do.
incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch,
Roll
and the
it.
incinerator would come to life.
I really feel like you should have
that
said divine with
through a
it.
gap in the gate? Remember what you said
There are
before,
funny lines
Hifumi?
sometimes for some of the wrong ones, like how fucking stupid are you? Or like, yeah, that makes sense. And then, like basically whatever the fucking what's his
Hifumi
name?
had the key.
Psychic guy agrees
So the
with
only
you.
way
That's
the
a failure.
incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the
He's
trash
the
room.
ultimate baseball player, so he's good at
The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on
Crazy.
cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Pretty good job for doing it at range.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But you missed a sleeve.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be
30
impossible.
feet, right?
Difficult,
Yeah, from
absolutely.
home plate to the pitcher's plate is
Impossible?
50.
I don't think
they got
so.
plenty of time. Or they got plenty of...
It wouldn't do much of a challenge at all, because he's the ultimate fanfic creator. No.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target
Clairvoyant!
That was
me!
A little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shepherd brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument. Tell me more. You'll get a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events in the form of a comic book. There are a couple pieces missing. We have to complete the comic using the truth panels. If we shoot with left,
Leon's pose.
we get a hint.
He's so angry.
Because he knows he's been caught.
I love that giant fist.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Door, knife,
Climax interference.
The room is a scene like cry. The incident began when the killer entered. This is a dropping of the knife. That wouldn't have happened first. This?
You might have
I think it's the
more.
center one.
You have more than the number of possible slots. Sorry. You have
center.
fewer than the number of possible slots. You have to go through all of them. You might not get one on the first time.
Incinerator. Shirt. Throw the ball. Throw the shirt.
So only put them when you know that.
Oh, this is an anime thing. We're starting at right, going to left. You're right. Okay, I mean left.
Yeah, sorry. I should have also said that.
I mean, you didn't have to say anything. Stabbing. Missed. Hit her. Knife was dropped. The sword had to be drawn. No, because that has the sheath. Unsheathed. She broke out, tried to save herself in the bathroom. Guy tries to knife things. No. Sword behind her. It's behind him. She stabs. This would be where he unsheathes. This is where he has it. This is where he grabs it to block. This is where he unsheathes it. No, because this depicts it with it sheathed. So that's be after that.
Yeah, this one, the first one you had is early. The
So-
first one on the first frame should be the next question.
No, like this here with the knife drop, that should be this actually then? Like the one that's actually here. So then draws the sword, she busts through there, and then we don't mess around with the sword anymore. Unless I have to place them all. Shit.
The sheathing. Peter, the one on the far right is in the wrong spot.
I mean...
The far right, all the way to the
No,
right.
no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when it is unsheathed.
You might have duplicate ones.
Yeah.
That you don't place.
Like, that's what I'm getting to the conclusion of, because this one here is actually the frame to the right. So, sword is drawn there.
Minigame is annoying.
So how do I... Let's see. Complete...
It's literally the same image, so that means it's superfluous.
Reenactment. Right to begin the reenactment. Okay, that's how I do things. Excuse me? Didn't it just say... Once all of them in place, right mouse to begin the reenactment. So I do need to place them all then.
No, you haven't placed all the panels yet.
Yeah. So, like... I have to put this somewhere, it's not a...
Oh, use the scroll wheel?
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Crystal ball.
Oh, there's more.
Jeez. I've been wasting time with wrong things. Okay, there's the depiction of the block. So this is the block. And then the death message has to be here because it's already in the scene there.
Oh,
This
I think
is
those two might
going
be
to the,
flipped. I think
this is going to the door. Hold
I
up.
think the two sword ones might be
Hold up. I'm getting rid of other stuff right now. This is where he cleans up. He has to open the door before he busts in. No, he's still trying to bust in before that. Actually, no, that's right. That's the end of that panel. He goes in with a knife after the door's open. Got it. So the only thing left is the crystal ball and the knife drop. But everything, almost everything's filled. The shirt toss in the wrong spot. So this is when he throws the crystal ball to open the incinerator.
The killer is you!
Alright.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Shirt toss is definitely in the wrong spot.
Alright, so first, door opens.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can
Yeah, you're
tell,
gonna have to do this one more time.
Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd
I
taken
really
from
love
the
the
kitchen
recap
earlier.
comics, though. I feel like they've got such a good vibe. And they helped me understand what had happened so much. Like, just pulls it all together.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
And then the sheath was
And
removed.
that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
All positions. The first picture showed him batting, now he's pitching.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. That's what we were trying to tell you.
I didn't realize which ones I had placed where.
Here's exactly
the
what
wrong one
happened.
that got removed.
The crystal, which then...
Crystal ball, yep.
Luckily, they don't make you
Having destroyed
rewatch the
final
whole
piece of
movie.
evidence,
Yeah.
they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one
Although you
thing
do
they
restart
missed.
from the very beginning if you run out of time.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
That's cool.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object?
To
Hell
everything.
yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. Bullet time battle? Oh god. Who would have
yeah.
thought the closing statement wasn't actually the closing statement?
It's rhythm game time!
Bullet time battle. Oh boy.
Just you wait for the next series.
Destroy the opponent's series in rhythm. Or statements in rhythm. Oh boy.
In Danganronpa 2, there's a snowboarding game called Logic Dive.
Right mouse to lock on. Left mouse to actually do the deed. Do it consecutively and you start a combo. If you do it a lot, you do a tempo up. If you don't do it a lot, you get a tempo down. Watch out for tempo changes. do enough damage, their weak spot statement will appear. You can use the left mouse to shoot it with a truth bullet. Refute their statement fast enough and you're victorious.
So weird.
Oh my god. I'm not ready for this.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Hey.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
I like the minigames in the second game a
Stupid,
lot
stupid,
more.
stupid, 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 stupid!
But the first game's still pretty fun.
Interesting. The moment of truth. Oh god.
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Hold on. Let me.
Not
How do
a
I?
chance!
Why can't I move?
It's right click to lock on, left click to shoot.
Yeah. I don't mouse over.
It wasn't
No.
me!
Right click to lock on, and then you left click to shoot.
This
You
is
lied!
Right
not.
click on the beat.
Stop talking!
Right click on the beat a bunch,
Oh,
and left
stop!
click
Stop!
once.
Stop! 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 Please.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
Okay.
You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking!
This is not how I
Shut up!
imagine it
Where's
working
your
based on
proof?
the description.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Same.
Where's your proof?
I don't have to aim this one either. Jeez.
Don't worry, it gets worse.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean,
Well,
It had
yeah,
to be a
that's because they only give you
screwdriver,
a few seconds to do it, and later on you'll have like 5 choices.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Neon's argument is flawless.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid! Stupid!
Even Kaiba's in on it now.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh, you're done. It's a shame, because, he didn't plan about this.
Nope.
Wasn't his plan at all.
Sucks for him.
Hey. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of coins compared to my previous living.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
75 coins?
Just to
Holy cow.
remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone.
Have fun
You
putting
wouldn't
those
want
into
to
the
be
machine
punished
one
for
by
something
one.
so minor,
Jesus.
right?
I put in about 100 and gave up.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be
I think I'd
chosen
do it
as
off
the
cam.
blackened? Will you make the right
Yeah.
choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's
You
it
could also
gonna
just spend like
be?
75 for a guaranteed unique item and then just not care and move on.
Who is found guilty?
Turns out it wasn't Leon. And he was framed.
That would suck. You would have to go through something of similar length to prove it wasn't Leon.
Yahoo!
Huh?
All the fanfare.
Hey, hold on.
But
You son of a bitch!
It's, well, part of the fight was in self-defense. The killing part was
I didn't
unnecessary.
have a choice. So, that's why... None of you are any different! I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey!
Technically, that would be counted as self-defense. There was clear intent for him, and so in the court of law, that would be ruled as self-defense because he didn't escalate.
He tried to break into a room where she was taking shelter. He escalated.
What? Actually, yeah, you're right. Because she went into the room, he escalated.
She didn't want any more of it anymore. He had won the fight, her wrist was broken.
But you could make the argument that he would be able to consider her a clear threat to his health. Like, clear threat still. Like, after she leaves the room, what's gonna stop her from going out and then trying to kill him again?
She was trying to frame me.
You'd have a strong case for self-defense. Although self-defense doesn't matter here, he's still the killer.
Yeah.
Which means he's dead.
They're waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. And then she learned that they're all dead. Or gone. She did what it took to reach that dream. Things that weren't so pleasant.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
From the very beginning. Oh.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Aw, man.
Pure madness on the inside. Yes, Monokuma, I am in despair.
That's enough.
She stopped me.
Calm down.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. Yes, indeed.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second! Yeah, that's it.
Is that okay?
Oh, they're about to have the same discussion we just had. You forced your way to the bathroom with your toolkit. After she shut herself in, you went back to your room, came all the way back, broke into the bathroom,
Do
and
you
killed
understand?
her. You had many chances to stop, but chose not to.
So, that's why...
Oh!
He killed your precious Sayaka.
Huh? Unbelievable.
Justice! My sense of justice is awakened!
Yeah.
It so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice, huh?
Thrills, chills, kills!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Oh
No,
boy.
no, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
He's gonna be stoned with baseballs.
boy. Oh.
Yep. Stoned with baseballs.
It's really brutal.
Oh. Wait, why was Monokuma shocked? Jeez.
Extreme!
I can't take it.
Well.
Well?
If we just live in harmony forever,
Damn you!
then we'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
What the heck? Say what?
Well,
Hey,
Shit.
Gonna pound your ass into the ground. I don't think that's the right call. Trap. You'll think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
I don't know about that.
Hey,
thrills, chills, kills!
hey,
And the gun. And then we just kind of stand there, kind of scared. There's a lot of people dead already.
just a second. Makoto.
Oh.
This is a game
Listen.
show, is it?
You have to figure out the mystery. You wanted me to figure out how she portrayed me by myself, didn't you?
It's true.
She meant to double-cross me. But she wasn't sure of her decision. She was thinking of me at the end, huh?
However,
Can infer it.
so...
That is fair. The dying message only matters to the people who live.
Certainly. Anyway,
She wasn't certain, and that's why she
Right.
failed. Or so she claims. You're the kind of person who can overcome this. And
Correct.
keep moving forward. How can I move past this? I just watched someone die to 1,000 baseballs. Are you the real ultimate fortune teller?
Hey,
You seem to know a bit. Oh, well, I'm psychic.
what?
No way.
I
Did
think
she
it's a
really?
nice line.
No, the other person said it, Wes. You'll see in a sec. Man, we're never gonna hear that line from her again.
That Makoto Naegi said it.
Yeah, we're
You
never gonna
said
hear it from Sayaka again.
Yeah, because she's dead.
Oh, unless there's a flashback. I
Maybe.
achieved the despair bat. Oh, we can't give it to the person who would like baseball bats.
No.
No.
I don't think you can give it at all.
Interesting. Well, that's a good time to save.
Mm-hmm.
Well. As much as I would love to go on, it's almost 2 a.m. So,
Yeah, this seems like a good spot to stop.
great moment of plot. Going a bit long for the stream. But,
it should be faster from now on, except for the final ones, which...
I do not like how the trial goes from me aiming my truth bullets to not aiming the beats. That really threw me off, as you noticed in the first 10 seconds of that one segment. And then the final truth bullet you shoot during that rhythm section isn't aimed.
Even though it's a truth bullet?
That's right. Ignoring that control thing, which totally messed me up, game's been pretty good.
So I put 5 people down. 2 of them that I said would live have died.
Expectations defied.
I put 2 living and 3 dead, so... And both of my livings have already died. And that was Leon and Sayaka.
Nice.
Yeah, you would have expected other games to have the obvious love interest stay around for a bit longer. Her whole character's a red herring. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything!